Welcome in to episode 23 of our Let's Play Civilization 7 series here on the Maddish Moose YouTube channel. We are deep into the exploration age, probably triggering our crisis here in the next couple of turns. Turn 53, exploration age. We're playing as Amina and the Songhai Empire. Let's see what civilization has in store for us today. We are here in our lovely capital city of Gao. Gao has been cranking along on several different projects. We're currently putting a shipyard in to up our production a little bit. Production has become an increasing problem as since patch 1.2.5, we have quite a few cities down. And honestly, we don't have that many. I think we have 6 or 7. We don't have that many cities down, I don't feel like. And we actually want to put another one in. But our production costs are getting affected by that multiplier that is making production substantially more challenging than it has been in the past due to the number of cities that we have in, particularly in the exploration age. And we're trying to expand, build out some more cities and things like that. So, getting more production is going to be good because it will help us to alleviate some of that production pressure that we're feeling from those new production cost increases per city. We also have lots of other projects going on in some of our other cities. We are rapidly trying to expand our empire. We have a couple different settles we would like to get done out on the islands here in just a little bit, and we're trying to finish exploring the distant lands. You'll notice down here on the minimap, we've made several incursions in, but there's a lot of dark space still uncovered in the fog on the map, and so we're going to try to get a little bit more exploration done. We've got a couple extra boats out in the water to try to help with that, and we also need to focus on some missionary work, I think, today, reconverting our own cities as well as converting our cities in the New World in order to get our militaristic legacy path fulfilled as we are going. We want to continue to grow our cities because that's the only way we're going to hit our scientific legacy path as well. So we'll see how that progresses. We have 177 influence. We're kind of saving that right now because we did finally find another city-state to possibly invest in, and it's a city-state that has some nice resources, including camels. We'd like to get them to city-state status as fast as possible, maybe trade with them, although it's going to take a while to get them done, although we could invest in them multiple times, get access to the camels sooner. How important are the camels? Just depends on how absolutely ridiculous we want to make Axum with Tombs of Askia. So we'll probably progress in that direction. So we're going to be saving up our influence probably to invest there. We've got a lot of trade routes out. We'll kind of assess our trade route capacity here in a little bit after we see where all the traders have gone. We sent out a bunch of them in the last episode. So we'll be keeping an eye on kind of trade route and trade route capacity. You can see all of our trade routes down there. We currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13 trade routes out, which is a pretty decent number, and I'm pretty sure we have another 2 traders that are being sent out to kind of fill out those 2 other capacities. So I think we're actually sitting at about 15 trade routes when everything's said and done, which feels pretty good for about this point in the game. And so we'll continue with our next turn. We get a discovery before that. An itinerant mystic has made spiced cider from fruit trees planted along his journey. Crowds are already gathering to enjoy the beverage and listen to his sermons. We can grab 80 food for Gao, or we can grab 150 culture. Oh man, 80 food. It's really not worth it. I mean, the 150 culture also is probably doesn't really make much of a difference. Oh, we'll take the culture. We'll just push that. We're going to try to grab up these, and we need to heal this guy, actually. Look at these beautiful mountain nooks over here. Oh my goodness. What a lovely city possibility right here. No one has settled this. Looks absolutely gorgeous. All right, we have a missionary in Ruin, so we can start converting. Why? Because they have tundra, and we would like to convert all of the tundra cities and get even more culture than what we have already. Now we'll press the next turn, move on to our next spot here. We'll be growing one of our towns. Matara has grown. Oh, thank goodness we needed Matara to grow. We want this one, and we want this one to both be caravansaries. So let's just go down here. We'll grab this one first, and then we'll immediately go ahead and purchase that caravansary over there. That in. That feels pretty good. This is tempting. Since it looks like we're gonna just keep growing Matara for the rest of this age, we could switch Matara to an urban center again. Remember, we were going to change it to a resort town. +1 happiness and gold per age on rural tiles in this town that have at least 1 happiness. That would boost our happiness and our gold by a lot, but moreover, plus 50% tile yields from natural wonders. This would be a very nice one for us to take. However, if we take Urban Center, we could buy in some additional food buildings to be able to boost the growth here, because we don't even have 2 of our tiles. We don't even have 2 of them claimed, right? Or 3, actually. I think we only have 1 expedition base down, right? There's not one here, here, or here. So we actually have 3 expedition bases to put in and 3 more caravanseries. That means we want 6 growths here, and it's growing at 14 turns a pop. So it's not growing fast enough, which probably means we should probably urban center this, try to get our 3 caravanseries in, and then put in any growth buildings that we can, because in the next age, in the final age, in the modern, then we can turn it into a resort town and get all the beautiful benefits of doing that. But, oh man, yeah, that's really tempting. Okay, I'm going to think about that. We'll come back to it. Town growth in Tenenku. Tenenku also growing. This is actually a city, so not necessarily a town. So where are we pushing here? We don't have access to the dates yet, which would be nice. But we have treasure resources left on the board here, right? So we're going to go ahead and take the rubies first. Go ahead and grab those. All of our borders have been kind of pushed out here already. So we are building an armorer, and we'll let them actually build it. Again, I'm kind of saving some of my money here for those 2 new settlements that we're going to put in when we get there. Axum is ready to build. They don't have their menagerie down yet. Our happiness buildings are going right here. Goes right there. Go ahead and build that in. Give Axum something to do. We have a crossbowman that has joined our little group of units down here. Kind of a funny little group that we've got down here that's kind of commanderless. I'm going to send the crossbowmen like over here, and we'll just have them do the same thing these guys are doing. They're just all on guard. I don't know why. We sent all our extra units there, and we're just kind of letting them sit for now. Another treasure convoy has been created. Let's get them sent out. Here is a settle. Let's go ahead and let's see. We have 2 settles we're gonna make. It would push us over by 1. Honestly, we're making 400 a turn. I'm not too worried about it. Let's just get our settles down. Go beer. Oh, and look at this. Look at this lovely little indicator right here. This is something I didn't notice because we haven't seen it actually before. So Go beer has a little broken chain indicator right here, which means I'm assuming is that it is not connected to our trade network within our empire. So it can't ship its resources out anywhere. Neither can it receive resources to it because it's not connected. So the way we would take care of that, of course, is by putting in a fishing key. So if we put the fishing key in right here, let's see what that does. If it goes away, there it is. So now the little broken chain has gone away. We are now connected into our network of trade. So when we expand to any of the tiles that we're going to expand to, we are able to take advantage of that. Now, technically these dies are not the best thing. We would have liked to have got after one of these over here. So we could take our growth in this direction and go grab the fish first. And I honestly, I might do that. Might even do that. We just grab this fish. Oh, we get 2 growths to kick things off. That's good. So we'll just grab the fish right away. That feels good. And connects our territory up. I don't know. It looks nice to get connected to the other city, right? So we'll go ahead and do that as we progress here. So that feels pretty good. I want to grab the fish, and then all the fish that dies, and then all the reefs is going to be our goal with Go beer here. And that should give us, you know what? I think we're going to spend some more gold here. Let's go ahead and let's get the granary in at least. Where do we want to put the granary? We'll extend it out to here so that we can grab this. We'll go granary here. That will allow us to then grab this without having to do a rural expansion to get to it. I don't have the need to put any of these in right now, and I don't think we need another temple, although we should check that. Actually, technically, we do need more temples if we're going to get more relics. So maybe we just buy the temple in as well. Let's check their happiness. Brand new city of Go beer. Happiness is at 10. Which is on the low side, so we could spend the gold there. We have the gold to spend, right? Let's go ahead and buy them a temple right away. We'll just put it in the city center. So they are good to go. They'll start growing. We'll grab up all the resources and specialize them. Probably for now, we'd be specializing them as like a fishing town. In the next age, we'll see what we want to specialize them as. We've got some strats we'll probably need to implement. We have a missionary in our territory here. We'll go ahead and start getting our conversions done in the New World. We have a boat here, and we have an army up here. Where do I want this boat to go? I feel like this is just going to go into like open water over here. I'm kind of interested in seeing that, but I also remember that there's a shipwreck up here that I'd also love to see. So I think what I'm going to do is cross this guy in that direction. Try to bust up as much of the fog as I can on my way over. This is a nice little spot. Like, look at the nice resources here. And I'm relatively certain it's just unsettled and completely disconnected from everything here. I wouldn't mind landing my army and maybe not destroying them, but at least maybe grabbing some points from fighting them. I'm not really sure what we're going to do. Well, we're going to take a shot from this crossbowman now. We should probably unload it first. That's okay. That's fine. Hopefully they don't die. All right, we have another settle. I'm going to oversettle. We'll see how much it impacts our happiness. Quite a bit, but it's fine. Katsina. And we will immediately, of course, also go with them with a fishing key. Put it right here. And the question is, we want to put a granary in. It doesn't make a ton of sense to put a granary in here because we're not going to have any farms, pastures, or plantations. We could have some farms in that other city, which is why we put the granary down. So it might make more sense to hold for a temple or something else. And so maybe we don't put any other buildings in here. We'll go ahead and leave it the way it is for now. And then we'll go ahead and grab the fish because that's kind of the best one that we have access to. Take the fish, and we might as well take one at least of the clams or oysters, the pearls, sorry, as well. And then we could slot those. We'll just keep slotting them. Those are just straight happiness, right? Here's our ruin conversion. We have that convert, so we'll go out to here. There we go. We have majority there. That's pushing our culture even higher. 938 culture now. We have converted Pompeii, ruin, and Gates. Those are all ours. Stockholm also has been converted. We are headed to Aberfraud. There is our missionary that's headed to Aberfraud to convert them. So we could use this missionary to convert possibly Ostia, or do we want to take it? No, Roma. Well, let's see who owns most of these tiles. How many of them are tundra? Roma's got some tundra. We might want to just push to Roma, leave Ostia. Ostia's got a lot of grassland over here, and it looks like Roma has more tundra. So we'll go try to convert Roma with our other two converts that we have left on that guy. All right, let's jump our way over here. We'll grab this and then maybe try to heal this guy. We have 2,977 gold. That is a pretty substantial amount. I don't think we have enough to invest here yet, right? Oh, we do. 227. Let's spend. We'll spend that. Try to invest, and then we might even double invest eventually. And then the 297 gold, we could start spending on missionaries. We have a missionary here that can convert both of these. We'll need a missionary to convert a lot of these. And since we built a temple here, we might want to start with a missionary here. So let's go ahead and buy a missionary here, because that's a quick convert here. We'll have to double here, and then we can single here probably. That also means we'll probably need another missionary for here as well. And I think we actually put... No, we haven't put our temple in here yet. So we could buy a temple here as well. I'm actually not opposed to that. Let's go ahead and put the temple in here, and then buy a missionary as well. We'll just try to start converting. Down here, we could do the same thing. So maybe Oahu just not have a temple yet. Buy a temple in Oahu, because we can replace right here, right? It's expensive, but let's do that. And then we might have enough gold for a missionary. Perfect. All right, so we'll start converting over here as well. That was one of my goals for this episode. Is we need to get our land reconverted. We also need to be prepping, because very soon we are going to be experiencing our crisis, and we'll see which crisis we end up getting as we progress. Let's see. We have our trader to Lahana. Perfect. Oh, that wasn't a trader. Sorry, that was a missionary. I thought it was going to be a trader. It was not. We're going to try to convert Lahana because what they have... Oh, they have a couple tundra tiles. They have a couple tundra tiles. It's all worth culture. It's all worth culture in the end. Treasure convoy. Treasure fleet points. We finished that already, did we not? Yeah, we're already done, so it's literally just worth the gold for us now. So we've got all the points in the world that we need, and so we're just working on that. We have a scout that is up in this area. Oh, right, because this scout had the unfortunate trip through the Bermuda Triangle right back into our own ocean, which was not advantageous for us in the least bit. This guy is traversing the seas, and so we'll allow him to continue just breaking up all the fog down here. He's going to end up going down through here south and try to uncover all the coastline for us. And that spends most of our stuff. We will hit the next turn button. Himiko has completed a milestone for enlightenment. And we have some more growth to take care of. 10 Dirma, one of our island settles, and we have access to more fish. Let's grab those. Ohatu has finished building its latest thing, which was a shipyard, and so let's push... Oh man, it's tempting. We push culture because it's already super high, and maybe we could get multiple cultural future civics. That's probably the smart thing to do. Although they have some good adjacency on this, right? Maybe we go science first with them because their adjacency is pretty good. Yeah, let's do that. We'll focus on getting our high adjacency stuff in so that we can put our specialists in there and attempt to get our science legacy path done. All right, resources are assigned out. They are sitting, we have fish currently sitting in a lot of our cities, but like this is fine. I don't mind that our fish are sitting down here. So long as we ensure that Matara has double fish, right? Because we really want growth there. So as long as we got the double fish there, then I think we are fine with that. So we'll just stick with having the fish in where the fish are. All right, now we need an urban convert. What's our nearest urban? Is this an urban? It doesn't look like it. Oh, it is. Ooh. There we go. 951 now, and we are converting at a rapid pace all of the tundra tiles in the land. All right, we got another missionary here. We're going to just convert our own places. We'll convert Ohatu. We'll get up here and we'll grab Timbuktu, and then we'll have another, like Echmara is a free convert. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, and then a fourth up here. We're going to need another missionary to do Saba and things like that. So we'll probably, you know what? We might as well. Does Saba have... Yeah, Saba can even buy it itself. Perfect. The missionaries at this point for us, because we're making 2,300 gold per turn, the missionaries are so cheap, we can kind of just buy them wherever we need to and just kind of go from there. So 2 converts here, and we're going to go up to Roma with this. So let's just go sit on this tile. We'll begin our conversion here and here. Perfect. Made it to Aberfraw. There we go. There's a first convert there. That'll net us another 2 relics, which, did we open up spaces for those? We did. We have 1 extra space, in fact, from buying all those temples in. We'll work our way there. Got another treasure convoy. Let's go ahead and send 8 turns. So either way, it doesn't matter. We'll just try to keep my treasure convoys out of their own way. We have the convert here, so we just need to jump out to... Oh, we can convert these guys too. Did we convert these guys for points yet? Ooh, I can't remember. I guess we'll use our converts to do that. There we go. Hey, there's another milestone in our military path, and that will officially push us to 72%, and that means crisis inbound on this turn even. There it is. Sacred and profane. Beyond this mortal realm lies another, so citizens of the world believe. Through prayers and rites, sacred books, and holy places, they venerate the divine in their own ways, seeking guidance in this life and the next. These diverse practices enrich our society with inventive perspectives, but disagreements between sects create deep rifts and threatened chaos. As conversions spiral into arguments, a decision faces the Empire to tolerate multiple religions or to unify under a single creed. Ooh, very interesting, because we are just making strides towards this particular path, right? All faiths must be accepted. A crisis policy slot unlocks religious tolerance crisis policy. Unhappy settlements following another player's religion can go into unrest. Or unity is possible only under one dogma. Unlocks religious zeal crisis policy. Unhappy settlements following another player's religions can go into unrest. So interestingly enough, let's see. So unhappy settlements following another player's religion go into unrest. Unhappy settlements following another player's religion go into unrest. So it's the same result for either of these. And I actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't remember what this choice actually does. It does actually do, like, what choice you make here does have a slight impact on what happens. I'm gonna say unity is only possible under one dogma because my play is going to be, since I'm already trying to do it, to convert all of my cities to my religion and try to hold them under my religion. So that's what I'm going to push for. It might hurt right here at the beginning because we're not fully converted yet. In fact, a lot of our cities are not converted, but we got money. We'll go buy a bunch of missionaries and start getting everything converted. Okay, there we go. The crisis has begun. -8 happiness in settlements that do not follow your religion. Oh! +2 missionary charges, +2 charges on new missionaries. That's good, so we can get converted pretty fast. Let's see what happens to our happiness here. We're at 402 happiness. Oh, 322. Not terrible. It's a good thing our happiness is super high. The problem, of course, is going to be that some of those settlements are going to be very close to a state of unrest based on their individual levels of happiness, right? Global happiness is not necessarily indicative of local level happiness. And so your individual towns and cities need to have high happiness levels as well to maintain their status and not go into that unrest, which costs you in yields and which costs you in potential rebellion, right? So something to think about when you're taking those is this might look good up here, but it might not look good in your individual cities necessarily. And so you want to keep an eye on that as you're going along. Let's just move 2 here. We'll just move all the way through.
We look up for weeks, for months. That is all we have done. Look up.
Mount Everest, natural wonder in the game, very beautiful as usual. And look at those yields. Look at those yields. He settled. Look at this. Yasso, I believe, this was his. I think this means this was his original capital. Yasso, I think, or at least one of his original cities. And look at that. Look at the proximity to the beautiful Mount Everest wonder. Look at that. +2 happiness, +2 culture, +2 influence. And on discovery reveals all mountain tiles on your continent. That's actually a really cool feature. Huh. Very interesting. That's a cool thing to have as like a status for it. Huh. Oh, it says when. It's even when on discovery. So we actually have that too now, right? Yeah, so we can see all the mountain tiles on this continent, I think. I think we could already see most of them, but like this, I don't think we could see, right? So we got to discover all the mountain tiles over here. And I think that revealed this to us as well. I'm not sure if we had seen that before. Anyway, that's a really interesting little feature. So there you go. All right, this boat is, let's cut this way just a little bit to get rid of this fog. And once this fog is gone, we'll just cut straight to this, and then we'll cut over from there, I think is going to be the plan. They did not shoot my commander, so I guess we're just going to unpack all of our troops. Oh, they have boats. Oh, no. Well, we'll just put our soldiers into a bit of a predicament here. And we only took 1 crossbowman. The whole objective here is to try to get this commander some experience, right? So that's what we're gonna try to do. It might get real dicey though. These are Karaks as well. They're going to hit very hard. Okay. Boy, we might have to just pack back up and just head out. Here's another treasure convoy. We'll send them over here. They're a quick send. We got the convert here. That'll be a very fast convert. This boat could just keep pressing along. Nothing in the water here. It's fine. They've got some exploration to do. This guy's gonna grab this. A renowned playwright has sought inspiration in the countryside. Their lyrical reflections on mortality, often bringing audience to tears. But their latest masterwork could surpass all expectations. +300 happiness towards the next celebration. I still think we're doing fine on that. We'll just go ahead and take the culture.
Every empire.
Imperialism. That gets us access to a couple new potential cards, +1 food adjacency, and some extra trade income, but -3 happiness on cities. Based on where we sit right now, we might not want that, but It also gets us that extra settlement limit, so boom, we're at 16 out of 16, so all of our settles now taken care of, and we will choose our next civic. And actually, I think the civic I'm going to go for is theology, because we are about to start converting all of our cities, and rationalism and religious orders are very potent if you have your own cities converted as policy cards. So I'm going to go ahead and go one turn really quick here into Reformation just to get that. And then before we hit next turn, I want to spend gold on conversion. So we have the guy to convert this. We've already worked on converting these. Oahu is converted, and we'll go and convert Timbuktu as well with that guy. Saba did one as well. That one's going to do Saba and probably Echmar. So we got those taken care of. Gao and Axum are following our religion. Chickasaw is following our religion. So Huma and Lalibela still need to be converted, as well as Matara. So that's 1, 2. This one only needs 3, and then 4 and 5. So we need 2 more missionaries at minimum over here to get those conversions done. So does Huma have... I think we did. No, we didn't buy a temple here. Let's just buy a temple here. They have a mount. They actually have mountain adjacency. We could actually put a temple on a mountain spot right here. Let's just do that. We'll put it up there, and then we'll buy them a missionary. And that missionary can do that and that. And then Matara will also build a missionary as well. So there's the missionary Matara. So that will get us all converted in the best way that we know how. I think that's enough missionaries to convert everybody now. We're going to need to defend our religion a little bit, because with this particular crisis, the AI, I believe, tends to be a little bit more, like, we can already see missionaries start to enter our land. So I think we're going to see more of that happening. So we might want missionaries ready to defend our religion, because we don't want those negative effects of the crisis to impact us. This is a trader. Oh, right. We were going to trade with Ishvan, right? Okay. Get that done. That gets us access to, what, marble? It's just another trade route for us, right? We first converted all of these guys, though I think we first converted everybody here. Oh, except for Medina. If we go and convert Medina, we could get a couple more relics. That might be an interesting way to spend a little bit more of our gold. So maybe in Matara, we'll buy a... Oh, no. Matara's missionary can do that, right? Matara's missionary will convert Matara and then take its last 2 charges out here to Medina to get those extra... Yes, to get those extra relics from converting a city-state, right? So we want to do that because this missionary can take care of these cities. Perfect, perfect. So now we have plans for that, if I remember them in my head. Which is, as you know, is both likely and unlikely. All right, we have unlocked Reformation as we intended. And now we have cities that are ready to grow. Ulami is growing, and let's see, we have access to elephants, or we can push our border all the way up to the cotton. Cotton gets us production. Cotton probably better than although this tile is just lovely. Although growth here is probably more important. So let's take the cotton in Lulami. That connects us up into our city. Feels pretty good. Uh-oh. Katsina has rioted and destroyed our fishing key. Okay, so here's where the crisis is starting to impact us, right? So if we go here and we start to check our happiness ratings, right? So they're not following our religion because they're not following any religion. And so if we go to them, they're one of our newest converts, -3. And because of the crisis, -3 usually is not going to, like, give you much of an issue. But because of the crisis, we actually have issues there, right? So Chickasaw Town, we'll go ahead and grab their dies. And we'll put them in Casina Town to take care of that, to make sure it doesn't happen again. And we will grab our cotton and probably put it in Oahu, I think. Perfect. All right, so we got... oh, and then we need to repair that. Katsina needs to have their fishing key repaired. Go ahead and get that boosted back up again. And we could give them a temple. Oh, no. Can we? What did we decide was going here? We could just put a temple in for them as their other building. And honestly, that might just be the best play. Because I don't think there's anything else that's going to go here that's going to be, like, super potent. And we can always overbuild this the next era if we so choose or need to. So let's go ahead and put the temple down. Let's just buy it. We'll buy him a temple as well. There, that way they'll be happy. Our knight was attacked. That makes a lot of sense. He wasn't attacked by the boats, though, interestingly enough. So we'll just continue. We'll kill that unit. And then I'm going to move my guys away from the boats. Okay, so he does have land up here. So how does this continent turn out is my question. There's another city-state up here that we want to go try to find. We'll have this guy hold. We could send our crossbowman up here to try to shoot those boats, but he's not going to do very much damage to them. And if they start to shoot him, I think they're going to do a ton of damage to him, unfortunately. All right. We have a Song High Civic left. I'm actually going to go ahead and grab this one right away as well, because I think we do have enough caravanseries in enough settlements with bazaars that I think that we can take advantage of this now. So let's go ahead and grab that. We'll see how much our gold goes up. It's +2 gold. Every caravansary is going to receive +2 gold if the settlement has a bazaar, which we have enough caravanseries and probably in enough cities that have bazaars to make this worth, like, I don't know. It's not worth that much, to be honest. We're just going to go with it anyway. Okay. We're working on building things. I also want to recall, we have wonders we can build, right? We have the Brihadisawar Temple we can build. I don't know. It's just like gaining adjacency from navigable rivers. I believe that's across your entire empire, which is not the worst thing in the world. And we could put something like that in. I don't think we want to put it in Lollibella. So Lollibella, I think, well, actually, Lollibella's been struggling, right? Because we don't know where to put stuff. Our biggest problem is we don't know where to put things, right? In Lollibella. So this actually right here would be a great location for a wonder, but we need a growth. So in 3 turns, we're going to grow to this tile, put a caravansary on it. Then we can put a wonder here to give adjacency to Mataras to Howelts here. So we could put a wonder right here. We could also just put another caravansary in is the problem, right? And the Lollibella loves its caravansaries. So I think the other question we have to ask ourselves is, do we want our like, so bazaar, right? For example, we have a lot of caravansaries here we can get the +2 off of. Do we want the bazaar somewhere in Lollibella? Oh, you know what? We put the inn here with the intent, I think, to put the bazaar down with the inn. Yes, that's what we were going to do. I remember now. Let's get that bazaar in to get the bonuses from it. You also, I believe, get an extra resource slot from that too. So that actually feels like a really good plan. Okay. What do we have going on over here? Okay, everything is, man, they are behind in building. They don't even have a temple here. Oh, goodness me. Let's purchase the grist mill for them. Okay, let's put the inn first. Just to get growth going there. We want specialists there, right, is the thing, to try to get our science tree done. All right, here's their missionary here in Matara. We got a lot of conversions now on our missionaries, so missionaries are going to have a lot of converts to be able to make as we try to switch our city back. So we just need the rural tile here, so let's pop to here. That done. This guy's going to go up and convert them. Our missionary in Roma is ready to jump up here, and we'll get the full convert. Let's see how many, 980 to 1,001. So they had a decent amount of tundra tiles there. So 1,000, our first time crossing the 1,000 threshold on turn 56 in the exploration era. 1,000 per turn. All right, we've got these guys converted, so let's head up to here. We'll get Jenny converted as well. This boat can just keep crossing the bottom. This missionary has done their job converting, so Lulami is our next target with them, I believe. So let's go do that. That could be a first convert on this tile, actually, right? We could just do this one. We know that's theirs. We'll convert them, and then we'll have to cut down to the city center probably to get the urban convert. This guy can go maybe 1 and then do a search. Let's just see what's around. Is that a... Yeah, that's a coastal discovery that he never has grabbed. Okay. That's totally up to you, bud. All right, we're just gonna head straight up there. Go grab that with this guy because we don't have to worry about damage anymore. That is converted. Let's go convert Atsina. Okay, this guy really should just heal. But I'll tell you what, we'll do this first. We'll move 1 over and we'll do a search. If we don't see anything, okay, which we don't see any things to grab. We could go back and grab this. We'll just heal up. I think we're doing fine. 1,029 accumulated influence. We could up some of our trade routes. Let's check our trade lens really quick just to see if there's anything super valuable. So Jose Rizal has a nice spot we can send to. So let's go, Mr. Rizal. We'll go improve trade relations. And that city, I believe, was Angkor Barai. So we'll go ahead and purchase a Tahiro. Here. Get another trade route established on the next turn. 2,000 gold. We don't really have any need to save that. So let's go to some of our cities. In fact, you know what? This would be a great opportunity to come into Matara and just commit to the Matara strat. I'm going to go urban center. And let's go ahead and put in some buildings. Now, we don't want to take up any of our buildings, but we do want to put the inn and the wharf in. The wharf being the one that's going to probably get us the most benefit. And so we could put a wharf on this tile right here. That's 9 extra food. And then we could put our inn down. Yeah, probably over top of the market, right? Because the market's really not getting us anything. So it's going to go over the garden, unfortunately, because we can't pick which to overbuild it. It's a frustrating point for a lot of people. You always overbuild the first building listed. It will not overbuild the second building. So it's going to overbuild the garden. And so the order in which you build buildings becomes important, because the first building you build is always the first one listed, and the second building you build is always the second building listed, as far as I know. And so when you then go to overbuild, you're always going to overbuild the first building listed. So when we put down our inn on this tile, right, we will have overbuilt, right? We overbuilt the garden, which was listed first. Now the inn is listed second and the market is listed first, and it rotates, right? But I would have rather kept the garden and not the market. But there's no choice to do that. And so I think in the future, I would really love to see Firaxis give you the opportunity to say, I would like to overbuild. Which building do you want to overbuild? I would have loved to have kept that couple of just the baseline, like 2 or 3 food we were getting out of that gardens. I would have much rather had that than keeping the market, right? Now, the other thing that we could do is we could then put our bazaar down right here. So the bazaar is what goes there. Just kidding. That was an easy decision. I just didn't realize what I was doing. Right. The urban center, remember, only gives you access to level 1 buildings. So we're not actually going to get a hospital here, but we got the wharf and the inn, and the bazaar then is going to buff all of our caravanseries by 2 because of the civic that we have, right? So that was just something that we needed to do regardless. Okay. Everything I think here is looking fine. That looks pretty good to me. And we're still maxing out Axum, which is good. We have a lot of slotted resources, which is excellent. We'll keep an eye on our trade and our conversions as we go here. Let's go to the next turn. Turns are going slow now because the crisis has created a situation, right, where we are having to do a lot of missionary work, and missionary conversions, much like running armies around, means you have to do stuff all the time. All right, there is urban planning, which gets us access to the bank and the hospital and Machu Picchu, which I believe we want to try to build. So we might try to take a crack at that sooner rather than later. In fact, I think we need to go through and check on wonder buildings here in a second. But that, I believe, unlocks our final 2 buildings of the era. So we're at 74%. We've got access to our final 2 buildings. Now, we're not fully caught up on all of our building making yet, but definitely something that it's good to have all of them unlocked so we can pick and choose what we want to build before the end of the era happens, right? And then spend our money on buildings that maybe we didn't get or otherwise, right? Grab a little more fish. Here, we will also be grabbing more resources. We'll go ahead and take the pearls this time in Katsina. The company has announced my military presence on their borders. Look, I'm sorry. I apologize. That's on me. Where do I... Oh, is it up here? I'm saying there's 1 unit. Just calm down, man. I'm just exploring up here. Oh my gosh. Ship is burning. Okay, so they were actually unfriendly to me, but he has not invested. He never invested over there. How interesting. Okay. Well, let's don't want to attack anyone until these guys get here. Let's go ahead and pack. And try to head up here so that we can try to collect some more experience. Try to get off of his borders as well. Try to get off his borders. All right. That was urban planning. So now we have to choose what direction we want to go in. We can go up this route to try to get to future tech as fast as possible, or we can go back and try to research some of these masteries. These masteries are not getting us too much. +1 production on quarries. We do have some quarries in, so that would increase our production, which would be nice. +2 production on military buildings would also be good. So that actually makes some semblance of sense to go in this direction. So let's start researching some of those. We'll work our way towards that future tech as well. Now, we can go to Future Civic already, right? We have all 3 of these researched, so we could just start cranking Future Civics if we so wanted to. I don't feel the need to go back and grab this. We're not going to use either of these, and I don't think we're going to build Erdene Zoo. It's great if you're going after cavalry units. It's not great otherwise. So let's just unlock more of the wonders that we want to go after, Notre Dame being one of the reasons why we went in this direction in the first place. So probably do all 3 of these before we start jumping into Future Civics. If we were really trying to max it out, we might just try to push Future Civics the whole way, but that's going to get us very fastly progressing through the age, which is going to be a little bit tricky. We're losing distant lands religious pressure. Where? Ah! Stop that! I just sent my missionary away from there. This is where we're gonna see that like pretty consistent like pressure from the AI, right? Let's see. Happiness. Hatu needs a little happiness probably, eh? Yuma has this guy ready to go, and where are we going? We're going next is to Lalibela, so let's just cross. Oh no, this way would be bad. We're gonna go this way probably to get to Lalibela. So let's go ahead and move off to here. Stay on the road. There's the full convert there. That'll help their happiness. And then this guy is coming to Lalibela. We need a rural convert. No, we actually need both conversions now. They follow 2 separate religions, so we can come right around to here. We can just do these 2 tiles and get that convert. Matara has, all we need to do is jump off here on the road. Matara will settle its happiness issues, and that's good to go. Saba just needs a convert over. Oh, we want to send this guy north though, right? Let's go up. Convert. Saba will be solved, and then this missionary can go up to Echmara. We actually just need to be in Echmara's territory. That should be pretty simple. This guy is going to that. This missionary has converted to Hatu, and all we need to do is be in Timbuktu's territory. That will solve them being following of our religion. Echmara is going to be converted shortly. Feels pretty good. A traitor to Ruin. Beautiful. Just what we've always wanted. And we get more jade. Oh my gosh. Okay. More jade means we have to pull something else out. It's the tin. I think it's... No, the tin gets us gold too. Is it the gypsum? I guess it's the gypsum. So we'll just put that in. Yow. This boat is going to continue its journey across the map. This missionary is just left. So funny. Oh, that was not the right tile. That's not where I actually need to go. I actually have to be here. All right, Lami is now converted to our religion, so that is good. We have, this guy is going to Angkor Barai. We'll send him there. This guy. Where is this guy? I guess this way. Does this connect? Is this just a little bay? I mean, that'd be cool if it is. And it very well might be. All right, I'm just gonna have this guy heal, to be honest. Let's just heal that guy for a little bit. All right, 2,000 gold to spend. Missionaries have been bought just about everywhere. Let's check our trade once again. We're sending to there already. Although he has another... We could trade yet again with him. So if that's the case, if we're trying to get a trader here, let's go ahead and have Lulami purchase for us a trader right now. And we'll send them on the next turn when we open that up over there to grab those resources. Okay, that feels good. We have more money to spend, but we'll hold it for a second. More treasure! That gets us even more gold. All right, this missionary is ready to start its conversion, so we'll go ahead and do that. This missionary is ready to convert. We'll go ahead and do that. That feels good. Okay, next turn. There is our tech that gets us extra production on quarries that we went for. Be able to select a new tech now and progress that. Axum has grown, and we could finally either... Oh man, it's really... What's our best adjacency building? Probably this guy over here, right? The observatory. It's a 6 side. It's got double, because it's got double and double. Yeah, oh my gosh, that's really nice. You know what? It's tempting to grab this cotton. It really is tempting. However, we need adjacency, and I think getting our specialists in here is what's going to get us to finish that technology legacy tree. So let's go there. Let's go there. We're gonna have to go there. We have to go there twice probably, but I think if we go there twice, then I think that we'll get another. Well, we have one more right towards that legacy path. Big volcanic explosion on the one. We know there's a mountain right there, right? Because of Everest. That's so funny. Lollibella has grown, and that means we are going to extend out in this direction and put yet another caravanserai. Now we can put a wonder right here if we wanted to. Now we could put another caravanserai in, or stick a wonder for some lovely adjacency in over there. Wait, did I not buy that? I did. You did. There we go. Buy it. That feels good. 8 turns to growth, so we'll be able to get more in if we want to here, which feels pretty good. Tenenku has grown again. We have yet another treasure resource, so let's go ahead and grab more treasure resources in Tenenku. And we have more tech available. I think I'm gonna go in this direction. +2 production on military buildings. Let's just keep our production as high as we possibly can. We've got a couple military buildings in each, or at least one, if not 2 military buildings in each of our cities. So we'll be able to hopefully up that. And hospital we now have access to, and bank. Hospital's gonna be more important for us. Yeah, Bazaar and Guildhall are right here, so that's our hospital spot right there. We're gonna get that in for enhanced growth. Here's our missionary who is fully converted Matar. Okay, so Matar is converted. Lollibella already has a missionary in their land ready to convert. Or sorry, no, well, this missionary is gonna, oh, we could get there faster with this one. Let's just do that then, right? Oh, we lost Lahana. So this guy can divert. This guy can divert to Lahana. And then this guy can come up and we need a rural, no, so we need an urban convert. So that tile actually right there will get us Lollibella. Oh, they got, oh, it was both. They need both. Sorry. That's fine. We still could get that. And then Jenny is ready for their convert. We'll have to do that on the next turn. Lami, this, let's just send to here, and then we'll open that up in a second. This boat is going this way. This missionary is going to go back to work again, reconverting them, and then we'll try to convert Partway now as well, right? Let's head up this way. NECA? It's an expansionist. What is this? They have 5 man-at-arms just sitting in their city? I didn't even know that was possible. They are very much defending their land. Holy smokes. That's just funny. Okay, let's go all the way up here. And then we'll have the horse attack this guy because it will give our commander another single experience point. Or knight do that. We'll have this knight do it as well. Why not? 2 experience points. Nice. All right, treasure convoy for some more gold. I don't know what we're doing up here anymore. I mean, we're exploring, right? That's the whole point of what we're doing up here, I guess. Actually, trying to get our commander experience is really what we're doing. All right, Timbuktu is converted. Oahu is converted, so we're good there. Echmara is not, but this guy's going to Echmara. So this missionary who has 1 charge left. In fact, we'll just come right here, and as soon as Ada tries to convert, we'll just reconvert. Probably have to buy another missionary as well. All right, they're converted. They're converted. 2 more converts here that we could spend as well. So we could just, again, have this missionary kind of sit right here. We'll just have them go to sleep. And as soon as we see any of these cities get converted, we'll do a reconversion. 4,000 gold now. Okay, so let's come up to... You know what? Actually, because we want to build some wonders. I totally forgot. Let's come to Axum. And what? Okay, which of our cities can build Machu Picchu? Okay, Oahu can build Machu Picchu right there, in fact. It's actually a lovely potential Machu Picchu, and it can build it in 6 turns. Is that the best? Because Machu Picchu's benefits are across everyone, right? Buildings gain. Sorry, if it's right behind my head. Buildings gain. Can I scoot it? There we go. Buildings gain +1 culture and gold adjacency for mountains. That's across your empire, right? It's the same as the Brihidiswar temple as well. So we should just build both of those, to be honest. So +1 culture and gold adjacency for mountains. It has to be placed on a grasslands or tropical mountain. So that's why it's been a little bit hard to find a spot for it. But we should just build this, right? Let's build that. Let's build that. We'll get that in. Oh, it's only 4 turns. Once again, like, our buildings are too expensive. We could build Machu Picchu, the latest possible wonder that you can get access to in the exploration age. We could build in 4 turns. When it's taking us, the university was what, a 9-turn build? Crazy. That's crazy. We have any other wonders we want to build? We should probably just check that, eh? All right, Ishmara is converted. I think that means our entire land is converted to our religion. Lalibela is the last, I believe. Yeah, Lalibela and Jenny will be converted on the next turn, I think. And then our entire land will be back in our religion. We have another 4,000 gold. We'll have our new city once again. Go ahead and build. They build Borobudur. They're about to finish an armor. We'll just let them, you know what? We're just going to buy that. Let's put this right here. And we'll cancel that and just buy it. Because it was super cheap. So we'll just get them turned loose on Rohanswar Temple. And in fact, do we need... What else do we need here? Because we might as well just buy it in. They don't have a fishing key? Fishing key. Let's buy their wharf as well. That's a 12 wharf. What else do we want to buy for them? We might as well spend our gold, right? We'll buy the hospital right away. Oh, that goes right here. A good adjacency for university. Yeah, decent. Just a lovely city. Okay, there we go. Spent all our gold. We have 2 wonders that are being built now. That feels good. We can make much, much better use of them in Tenenku. Beautiful. That's going to up their production by a ton. Okay. Next turn. There's our next civic. That gets us access to Notre Dame, which actually is a very nice wonder. So we might want to try to build that. We also got another great work. Exploration age to 75%. And we really... Okay, before I forget, let's improve trade relations here. Because we already sent our trader there, right? Go with some growth. Oh yeah, this is poor Chickasaw. Keep doing your thing, Chickasaw. We'll turn you into a city sometime. I promise. I don't know. Probably just make them into an urban center and then into a city like after that. I'm not even sure. Okay, we got more resources here to grab. The Kaolin's probably better than the dyes. So let's take the Kaolin for now. And we have to go after another civic. We're not going to go after this one. We already know that. Could open up a couple more. We're gonna end up in a stuck place where we're just getting future civics regardless. So that's fine. Let's see. They can build Notre Dame. Gotta be adjacent to a river and a district. So that's not the spot for it then. So they'd be putting it up here somewhere. So let's not do that. I've decided against that. Now the hospital is the big question mark, right? Because we could replace this Howelt. Oh, that's a Howelt? Oh, here I thought that was, oh boy. I thought this was a caravansary the whole time. It'd be a much better caravansary than Howelt. It's not even getting any adjacency right now as a Howelt. So we could put the hospital and guild hall there. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. We're gonna cost ourselves the food and the tile. Feels bad in Lalibela, but that's just how it's gonna be. All right, so and then down here, then instead of putting a wonder, I guess we'll just throw another caravansary because we just want more caravansaries, right? Let's buy a caravansary in down here. That feels pretty good. So we cost ourselves a unique improvement, but we gained ourselves another. I mean, we're gonna get that one away, but start our conversion over here. Treasure convoy has been generated. That's going to be 2. There's another treasure convoy here. That'll be another 2. And this missionary has 1 conversion and is ready to go. So we have a missionary that's going to be sitting in Ohuatu. We can have another missionary that I'm going to have sit here in Axum because I think Axum's been getting converted a lot because it has converted everything. So as soon as we lose any sort of conversions, we'll wake that guy back up. There we go. That's gonna push our progress by quite a bit. I probably should just check the view progress thing. There it is. We got our golden age. So we are now done with culture, done with economic, done with military. We got exactly the right number of settles we needed so that if we converted all of them, we ended up with the perfect 12 points. We have 6 settles on distant lands. We converted each of them to double that up. And so we ended up with the 12 points we needed. We've got the economic by a long shot, and we also have Tashikana by a long shot. So it's just science now. We only have 1. We need 1, 2, 3, 4 more if we want to try to get that golden age in the enlightenment path as well. So we'll push for it. We'll push for it. 84% on age progress. Man, we have a lot of buildings to build too. Oh boy, it's getting tight. All right. Do we have, I can't remember if we've converted this or not. I think we did. I honestly think we have converted this, but this guy's got 5 conversions, so we might as well just start converting whatever to follow our religion. That will at least give that, like, the AI something else to convert instead of us, you know? Keep sailing this boat off in that direction. Here is our trader to Angkor Barai. Get access to all of those resources. Technically, we want to put this into Axum. So I'm going to pull more gypsum. And then we'll put the gypsum and the kaolin in over here into Gao. Loading up on resources. That feels really nice. All right, let's do this and then a search. Didn't feel much, but that's okay. And then this army, technically we want to start shooting things. This is the only way we're going to pick up experience at this point, right? So, okay. He's going to get angry for sending troops on his border again. Just going to keep running guys all over the place. Okay, 3,000 gold to spend. We should almost just start going around and spending it. At like Tenenku, for example, we could just purchase in their pavilion. If that's going... Nope, sorry, right here with the kiln. The guild hall we could probably buy in. That would probably feel pretty good. So let's go ahead and buy that in up here. Bazaar. That spends the gold in our bank. We will go to the next turn. Hey, we made it! We made it! This shipwreck cost us a cog early in the game. Wow, we just made it ahead of Himiko too. Patrolling Navy ship has hauled the castaway up from the brine. The sailor's multi-year hunt for the legendary sea monster ended in failure. But his outsized tales of daring may outlive him. We can listen to the tales for 100 culture and 200 happiness, or we can get 45 production in Gao. I don't think we need more production in Gao, do we? Well, we really don't need the culture or the happiness either, right? Maybe we'll take the production. They're building no, they're not building a wonder. That's fine. I'll take the production. What? Not the best thing. Oh, they finished their inn. It's fine. Okay, I think hospital's gonna be our best bet here, right? Let's go hospital for growth purposes. That will help us with some adjacency as well. It's a rural tile we need to convert. They do not. They have very, very little tiles that are of use to us, which is funny. All right, treasure convoy over here. We'll get them to where they need to go. And can we do one more turn to get to turn 60? Let's do it. Let's do one more turn. We'll see how quick we can roll through it. But I don't think we'll have some gold to spend maybe at the end, but everything is kind of rolling at this point. It will set us to the next portion of age progress. We will get the next level of our crisis will happen. We got access to the White Tower. We got an extra relic. Metallurgy has been researched. That gets us that production on military buildings. So again, hopefully kind of pushing some of that. We got more great works. I want to do a quick check here. We have one extra great work spot left still, so we're doing okay on great works, which feels pretty good. Okay. Flood did not impact us, and Ada, I can't remember if she disliked us or not, but our relationship changed with her. Ohatu has a specialist to add, and we're gonna go wherever we were adding specialists. We've only added one so far, right? So we're just gonna go here. We'll just keep stacking specialists. We're very close. We need one more specialist there in order to get that up to the limit, if we didn't get it there right there, which I don't think we did. This place technically could be specialized now, but we can keep growing it, I think we'll just keep growing it for the rest of this age. I don't think there's any need to specialize it at this point. Although if we did, we'd be funneling more food into our cities, which would up our specialists. I'll think about that in between this episode and the next. Let's just go ahead and grab Some more food. Go beer also growing. We have resources to snag here, so let's make sure we have access to all the resources. Also, there's culture on those, which is amazing. Okay. Future tech is within our grasp. This gets us nothing, so I don't think we'll do this. All units, it's so funny. We haven't even gotten the mastery for this. All embarked units may enter deep ocean, so our military units still can't go on deep ocean, technically, unless they're packed. +1 science on science buildings will get us science faster, so let's do that. And then probably this, and then we'll just move through the rest of the tree. Our civics are going very quickly. We're just going to go here. We'll probably go here, and then we're just going to be future civicing the whole way because we're completely done with everything else. That is currently happening. We have some dyes that can help us with happiness. So let's just look for our lowest happiness city. Echmara, Timbuktu at 16 is probably going to pair well. Missionary in Lalibela needs to get to a rural tile. Oh, that is our final convert within our own empire. I think we are now fully following our own religion, so long as anyone hasn't been reconverted. We're all good on the islands, I believe. And yeah, there we go. That was a full convert. Our entire empire now follows our religion. And probably not a turn too soon as we look to be expanding here. Where do we spend these charges now? He's got 3 charges. We just start reconverting. Okay. This crossbowman can keep shooting. I'm using the focus fire just to do a little extra damage, I guess. Might as well explore. Oh my gosh, look at the mountains. Look at the mountains. Wow. Beautiful mountains. All right. We'll just reconvert people. Another treasure convoy. Well, I'd love to. All right, this missionary could just sit in Jenny, I think, just in case we see any reconversions. We'll just put them to sleep. This missionary was reconverting, so we'll just do that on the next turn. This scout. Should probably go grab this. Go do that, Mr. Scout. That feels good. Can you just break that fog? And then I really would like to see like everything that's going on over here. We haven't seen this whole island either. All right, this guy's gonna get us some nice. This guy's actually full exploring now. Taking care of our southern border here, and that will take us to the end of our episode. We have 3,000 gold to spend. I will spend it at the beginning of the next episode if we need to. We are sitting in a very good spot. Turn 60, and for some reason, when we hit 80%, we did not see an increase in the crisis, so that might be bugged. I've seen that happen a couple times. I think it's due to like the patch having happened and maybe they changed some things with one of the crises or something like that. And so then the crisis doesn't like take place quite as it should be. So we never saw an escalation in the crisis when we hit 80%, which we should have. So we'll see if we hit it at some point here in the future. But that will do it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the content, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and that you're subscribed to the channel so you know when we release these videos. I appreciate you, and I'll see you next week.